We're ready to start
Santi,
whenever.
I think it's your turn to introduce.
Yeah.
Intern?
Yeah, the intern.
All right, guys. We're back. It's the classic four guys. You know, back at it again.
Just like
Trekking, just like it's always been. Just called four guys. Trekking 15.
Yep.
Just coming at you from Thailand.
This has lasted longer than anything I've ever started.
Oh. Yeah, that's good.
So,
We're in Thailand
wink.
now.
We're in Bangkok.
From Vietnam.
Yeah.
Our mic stand is a birdcage lamp.
Right. And our travel from Vietnam went without a hiccup, except for that last night there.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was kind of weird.
Our Airbnb owner showed up, and he was this Vietnamese guy. I think his name was Kwok Johnson. And
Probably so.
he
Yeah.
shows up, and he's like, "Hey, we might or might not have clogged the toilets 2 times. And the first time we went down to the front desk, and we're like, hey, our shit's fucked up." And they're like, your shit's fucked up.
It's a good reference.
Anyways. That was free the first time, and it should have been free again. They said it was free, but he's like $20 US. There's no way that cost $20. The guy came in.
It was like a 3-minute process too.
He's just trying to scam us, and then he slept on the couch with us because we left at 5 a.m. and
He wanted the keys, or he didn't want us to
Leave his place
unlocked for a couple hours. Which is, understandable.
understandable.
I get it. It was just kind of funny as he was
Yeah.
sleeping on the couch with us.
Took us, we left him a full case of Tiger beer too.
We
so
did. We were bitter about
I
that.
hope he enjoys
Yeah, we
it.
should have brought that.
Yeah.
For Rachel.
Yeah, that would have been good.
That's what I.
So then we went to the
Oh,
airport.
but you also left a bunch of rice in the rice cooker.
Yeah, I don't feel bad. It would have been easy to take out, no problems.
So what?
R.I.P. Evan's
No problem.
Airbnb rating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Actually, it's Trent's.
I
So we're good.
don't even care.
Then fuck. What's the big deal?
I thought it was mine, but
We'll
then
just edit it out now.
He saved me. He did save my skin from the police.
That's true.
Just torch him with
Bless up.
the
Yeah,
rice.
but so then we went to the airport. Everything was chill. I bought my bus ticket to get out of Cambodia, which I leave out of Bangkok. I leave tonight at 12:30 a.m. While I was doing that, I'm pushing my bag on the floor for some reason because I didn't put it on my bag. And I'm trying to order. This chick made a good diss about, "Are you cleaning the floor?"
Yeah, it really got him good.
Anyways, that's
RKO.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And then
when we landed,
Oh,
Well, I
hold
thought
on.
that's the
So I was
story.
going through security, and I got stopped. I got pulled aside.
Oh yeah.
And and she was like, "Oh, you have a knife?" And I was like, and so I was looking around, and I figured my pocket knife I probably left in there. I was like, man, bummer, I was looking around. I looked around in the outside pockets, and then she's like, it's in the bottom here, and I was like, okay. So I opened the big one, and I'm traveling light, okay.
right.
Traveling light right now.
Traveling.
So I have to also pick up the scraps for my buddies. So I've got.
Stuffed animal.
I got stuffed animals of
Teaching
Evans.
materials. Teaching
Yeah,
materials.
stuffed animals of Evans in there, and it's a Jigglypuff and a turtle. And so I open it, and in front of all these people, I'm like, oh man. So I take out these stuffed animals and set them on the thing, and the security woman is like, are these yours? Laughing at me.
Yeah,
It's
you got a crack
just,
out
I just whatever. And then finally found the knife. It wasn't even in there. It was in the fucking first pocket I checked. So, which is a bummer. My brother-in-law got me that knife 10 years ago.
and you were gonna hijack a plane. You would have got away with it
I would have done it.
if it weren't for Doraemon and Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
We landed in Thailand. Got on an Uber, and they drive on the wrong side of the road here, and so the wrong side of the road, and so the doors are on the wrong side. So I come up. I'm like, yeah, here it is, and I come up to the passenger door, and I just open it, and it's the driver's side. She has 2 giant water bottles that fall out on the street. Oh man! Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but I got a new look today.
Oh yeah, you
I got
did.
these
This is good for
these
this
good
video.
mutton chops.
yeah, that he does. We'll call him good.
We'll put a little slow.
So yeah, things are a little different here. On our Uber like to this place, we realized that they're driving on the wrong side of the road, but also there's not near as many mopeds. It's basically all cars. And like the highways and the buildings, it's much more developed than Vietnam.
Yeah, infrastructure-wise, I mean, they have like an interstate system or a highway system that goes through the city. Expressway. Is what I'd call it after the fourth guess.
Also a tollway, though.
Tollway, whatever you want to call it.
It's a freeway.
A high tollway.
Anyway, their infrastructure is really good, or at least very much so better than a lot of Ho Chi Minh's infrastructure.
Way better than
Why?
Santi.
Wah.
Good.
Might have been the best one of all.
Yeah.
It's because I'm from Vietnam, Thailand,
Yeah.
Cambodia.
Yeah, people think he's from here, actually, or like half blood.
Thai.
They think like he's half.
Yeah.
Skirt, tie. Skirt, tie. Okay.
Anyways.
But yeah, so the infrastructure nice. It is a little living wise. It's a little bit more expensive. Food and
Ubers for sure.
Ubers are definitely more
Ubers
expensive.
are definitely more expensive. We've spent a fair amount on those here.
Still only like $4 for an Uber.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but.
Or $10 if you go all the way downtown from where we're at.
Yeah, it's expensive.
So we're in this little neighborhood. It's all right. It's kind of expensive. There's not much besides this stinky river. It's
Man.
a really stinky river right here. We went to there's like some food places back this way. The river's over here.
Relative to you, it's this way.
And it gave me 2 options to navigate. So we took the first one, which was like fine, to go to this burger joint, which is Flame Burger Bro plug.
It was way good.
We got some fire
really
fish and
good.
chips.
Yeah.
Would recommend.
Yeah. And then we came back the other way.
They're about to
We're-
get so much business from this
Ooh,
video.
yeah,
dude.
So much.
Oh, they're gonna be flooded. And we took this other way back, this little bit longer way. I was leading, and it's pretty dark. Like we're walking through some alleys that like.
It's
You don't feel the best about it.
We're a little
asterisk.
uncomfortable.
It's fucking hot.
Yeah,
Still.
true.
Super hot.
There
Everything.
was like a dude sleeping on a mattress in this alley. You remember that?
Nope.
Yeah, I do. He was absolutely covered up.
Low awareness, 30 awareness. Over
Oh,
here.
that's well okay. Right.
Yeah. So
Says Walker.
we go across like to this little bridge, and it's just the stinkiest river. This black, not moving river.
Stagnant water.
It was like I said that if I fell into that river, that would be a good point of no return. Where it's like if I had a button that was like, dust yourself off and like clean up and go on with life, or just game over, like end it here. I might just end it right as I hit that water. It was
Some
gross.
stinky water, no doubt. But
It was just a bunch of trash.
I'd
in
throw
it,
up.
So
If I was,
yeah,
it was easily I would gag and throw
Oh,
up. It was
you
stagnant,
swallowed
nothing.
a gulp, dude.
that was like a 5-minute walk, and then we finally managed to get
And
home.
one of these like little bridges, like over this water and like on this like river, it's like this little path, right? And
People live on that, by the way.
right, and like
I
we're
never
walking
thought
right
about
next to
that.
all these like houses, like on this
They're like slums.
stinky houses.
They're like
right.
shacks.
Okay, visualize with me taking a gulp of that water as you're struggling
thanks.
to.
I'm good,
Your
dude.
feet
I'm
are
gonna
kind
just
of
drink this
touching.
good water. And
You
then
get a gulp and then you burp.
move on to the
So
next
if you do
bit.
come to Bangkok,
Got these nuts on me.
it's worth the extra money probably to stay in the city because you're not paying as much for Ubers and like as much time in Ubers and all that. And so like we're like, oh, let's just save some money and just be a little bit outside the city. But probably all of that has been just all the money we saved. just
Between
been for
That's the
time
consensus,
and
right?
costs on
Yeah.
Uber, they add up.
But no Burger Bros.
Yeah,
So,
no.
I don't know. Where
There is
options
one
there.
down in the central location.
And there's also a 24-hour ramen joint.
Oh,
Our place is good.
that was so good.
It's that Robo Ramen where like wage slaves, I think they call them.
Robo ramen, I'm confused.
I'm not
You
sure
lost
what
me.
you're
Yeah.
talking about.
So this
Anyways.
ramen place is like a couple minutes away from our place, like walking distance. And as you said, it's 24 hours. So we go there. Our first time, we don't know what's going on. They give us a sheet of paper, and we have to prepay for 4 bowls, which is only like $3, a little less. What is it? 150, so around $3.
150, so it's $4.
So we fill out our menus, and then they take us into the bar
waiting area, and our numbers get called,
Yeah.
and we go into this. It's like it's really hard. It's maybe like
I have
booths.
videos of it.
Yeah. So you'll see there's like these little booths, and you just wait. You fill out your little paper, click the button to call,
They go, ha ha.
and then
Call your
this
chef.
little wall goes.
And the little grabby
flips
comes
up
out.
in front of you,
It's like a little
and then
garage
grab
door.
your thing, and then it like flips back down, and so like we're all sitting here. We went the first time, we went another time when we had been drinking afterwards.
Because it's 24 hours.
Man, it was so fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time for us.
Evan knows it was really good.
It was really fun, and so they bring out this ramen to you, and it's just absolutely delicious.
Yeah. It's
the best
Unless
ramen
you
I've
get
ever had.
the spicy stuff.
It
Me and
is-
Walker decided to get quite spicy,
Yeah.
and they got not much.
No, me and Walker, I thought.
It
got-
doesn't matter.
Well,
It's
that's
really
how it
good
is.
ramen. I had some in Japan, in Tokyo, when I
Yeah.
was there for like a couple hours, and this ramen was as good as that ramen. It was the same.
So it was super good, and I would like to go back there.
Yeah, me and
We
you
will.
can go once they work. Me and you can
Tonight
go.
we can go.
Mhm.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's go
Sorry.
tonight.
When we
Yeah,
get
yeah,
back.
we'll talk about it
Right,
later.
right,
We'll go
right.
twice.
But that brings
Evan,
us.
Evan, well,
What were you
What
gonna
were
say?
you gonna
Evan?
say?
Moving along.
Evan's been
moving
having
along.
some troubles.
Okay, see, that's where I was
Thailand.
headed.
Okay.
So speaking of spicy food, my digestive system has been a heckin' mess, guys. I have been all over the place. I've probably been in the bathroom 6 times a day. I've been.
He's lapped me 10 times over every day.
I'm better now.
Me and him have been the more straight arrow guys.
I'm better now.
I'm not as
But-
bad as Evan,
but
but,
it was-
I'll get the little green man that's just twisting away.
The problem here is
Yeah.
we have one bathroom,
Yeah.
one running water sink, no kitchen. Like, it's a problem,
Yeah, when you're
Four
rooming with
men,
Evan.
four guys.
Well, when my digestive system is messed up. Anyway, I'm like kind of in pain over the past couple of days.
Seriously,
Kind of.
really feel bad.
Yeah.
For it.
But I'm still just eating spicy food, just like.
Seriously.
Oh my
He's
God.
like-
Not doing myself
oh my God,
any
my
favors.
stomach, and then and then the next thing, like he'll be just like I'll be like, oh, do you want spice on this? We'll be at some restaurant, be like, oh yeah, definitely. And it's just like, what, dude?
And then
You're like
Yeah.
killing yourself
and then
here.
we were on Khaosan Road,
This is
and we had just finished some like slimy pad thai.
And
This is
he
like-
got the seafood one of all.
I'll
the
have
options.
shrimp, please. These prawns.
And anyway,
Straight face says that.
Anyway, so then we're finished eating that, and we're walking around. I'm like, guys, I don't really ever puke, but I feel like I could throw up right now.
I'm like, man, okay, let's get you to like
Water.
like let's get some water. Let's get you to like a restaurant where there's a bathroom just in case.
Yeah. So we go to the place we go to get water is McDonald's. We walk into McDonald's. These guys all get waters. I go up on the 4% and I get a water and an ice cream cone. so I come out with my ice cream cone and my water, and all the look on their faces.
Like, oh yeah, you feel bad? Gary will clean you right up.
Not 2 minutes later, I see him turn around with an ice cream cone with a smile on his face, like, "What are you finishing yourself, dude?"
Dude, you gotta give yourself a fighting chance, man. It's a joke at this point.
Oh, that was funny, man.
The food's been really good.
Yeah,
Spicy,
that's
spicy as
Spicy.
hell, but good.
Yeah.
Spicy, Santi knows about the spicy.
So
Mm.
since Trent left, I had to take his spot and eat a fucking chili.
Yeah.
And
Signature thing.
so I had a super
classic.
good meal, like right around
Very
the place
close.
we
It was
live.
very good, yeah.
The meal was so good, and I was like, to cap it off, I just want to ruin this whole experience and eat a chili. And the first chili that we ate was the pepper. It was like
Yeah, it was really good.
as
It was
a
like a
base.
red pepper. Yeah.
just a-
It wasn't
yeah,
bad.
it
But
was
looked
regular
like a
pepper.
chili.
And Walker has this like 15-minute long video, so you'll see something of me eating this chili like the size of my middle finger, and just I'll throw it down. In the first like 10 seconds, I'm like, okay, I'm good, and I'm trying to bite it, like mince it, which was dumb because I broke it up and really broke the spice
Yeah,
up.
the seeds.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
the
I-
capsaicin, the Scoville scale.
Sure, man.
Right.
Oh, school scale. That's a
School.
great reference.
You know,
though.
Matt, Matt Scoville? Zach Scoville?
Disqualified.
Yeah. And so I slammed it, and I was like, okay, something's happening now. And, like, it, like, escalated, like, it was, like, an exponential function. It was like this, and then I just immediately, it was heat, and I got scared.
I could see it. You could see it in his eyes.
I got, like, frightened. It got worse and worse
They'll
and worse.
see
Like, I had a Coke. It was, like, about a half of a Coke. And I just absolutely slammed that. Just done. KO. Took Evan's, like, ice water Coke. Slammed that. Took Walker's. Slammed that. Took Andy's. Slammed that.
You got about 8 drinks in the.
And he starts saying like, guys, I need water.
Like,
I need water, guys. And we're just kind of laughing at
I'm
him.
like sitting in the chair, like, this is a problem. Like, I'm dealing with this problem right now, and I need water now.
And eventually, like, we did call her over.
It was about 15 minutes from start to finish of you just like code red,
Yeah.
in pain.
That was the hottest thing I've ever eaten, hands down. It was terrible.
Fun.
But it was super funny, and I hope you get a laugh.
It was
out of it.
Also, they do this thing here where they love to watch movies in restaurants. Like when we were eating that pepper, The Good Dinosaur was on, and
Couldn't help but
there's that
sweat and
other,
watch.
you know, there's one. So we went to. I think the turning point for me really liking Bangkok was going to this place called JJ Green, which is like an outdoor night market, and it's just there's a lot of like really cool clothes, accessories, all this like really cool stuff for sale, pretty cheap, counterfeit and whatnot. But also like these really cool bars and a lot of the theme
Live
is
music.
like classic rock,
Yeah,
Like,
and live
rock.
music.
Yeah, it was really cool.
like Highway to Hell. They played
That guy was killing it too.
yeah. They played up at this restaurant we were at. They played Cut My Life into Pieces. This is my last resort.
And then what was that one song? It was
And it was
Shoe
good.
Nice, don't take my money.
Hey.
And then I don't know the rest of the
We'll link
words.
to Shoe Nice's channel in this video, and
Yeah.
you got this. This will be
Just
good.
get your ad block on. Make sure.
That is a pet peeve of mine. It's like, yeah, no, we'll link this in the.
Okay, well, you're the
And by
editor
we,
now.
I mean Evan's gonna do all the work.
Shoe Nice, don't take my money. Yeah, so I mean at JJ Green we were drinking at this bar and they had like this. It was just a highlights from every of the ROG Spider-Man of like
Yeah.
James Franco and
That was
Peter
really weird.
Parker.
No, but
Tobey
it ended
Maguire.
up going through all the Spider-Mans that ever existed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just highlights of every single
Oh,
movie.
okay, so they had that
thought that was
nerdy,
weird.
prepubescent boy who plays Spider-Man after our nerdy prepubescent Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Cool. That's chill.
Fair.
JJ
But-
Green was dope.
Yeah, JJ Green was super cool. If you're ever in Bangkok, those night markets are. I mean, we've only been to one, but there's a couple, I guess.
Yeah.
And I would,
Khao San counts, I think.
I would like to
I
say
don't
that
know if that
That's,
does.
that's what they counted as on like TripAdvisor and stuff, but it's really not.
They're wrong.
JJ Green was super cool, worth checking
Go
out.
there,
I know
yeah.
that.
Also, so that was like the turning point of me starting to enjoy Bangkok. I really didn't feel for it at first.
Because all we were
'Cause
doing
I
was
was
sitting
like-
in here.
True, but also like I was looking online. We were walking one day and we had like spicy food.
You're also
and it's
shitting a
hot.
lot.
Yeah, whatever. It's cool. I enjoy that. Not when it feels like this, but so like we're like and we're like spitting, and I was like, is spitting cool here? I don't really, that's something that some places is not super cool. And so I look it up, and there's like a big like 2,000 baht fine, which is like what $300.
What'd you say?
$30 fine for spitting in public.
2,000 baht.
2,000 baht.
60 bucks.
60 bucks.
60 bucks.
60 bucks.
Yeah, so I was like, man, that's like, I guess it's okay, but also, I don't remember if this is something we created or not, but there's underwear police. You can't go outside without underwear on.
Is that? I
It's
don't
not
know.
underwear police. Is not. That's not
It's
a
like
thing.
one of those like this state has you can't walk on the left side of the road on
It's
Wednesday.
one of those weird laws
Yeah,
that places
but
have.
yeah.
Anyways, the cops here look way cooler than in Vietnam. They have
It's true.
like guns and like riding motorcycles without helmets with shaved heads and like tilted berets on and full camo and they're like decked out. They look really cool. Whereas in Vietnam, the cops just kind of look like high school janitors, kind of.
That's, yeah, it's not a bad. It's really that's
Fair.
pretty fair. Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. The Thai.
Except for when they're writing you a ticket.
Yeah, except for when
Then you
they
just bend over.
Yeah, come on,
Then they're the
dude.
principal.
Dude.
I want to behave.
I want to behave.
All come full circle.
Uh,
So we were at Khao last night, and it's a really cool place. Like at night, and it was a Monday night, so like it wasn't crazy. It's kind of like the backpackers street, right?
yeah.
And it was kind of like drizzling rain a little bit, and everyone's just out in the street having fun, drinking
Yeah, it was
and
a lot of
talking,
fun.
and like places are playing music and all this. And we found out like everything closes down early last night, which was good for us.
Great for us. We
It
got
was really
home
good.
at a decent time.
Yeah, and had a lot of fun. But it closes early because they're still in their year of mourning for the king dying, and he died in like October or so.
October.
And so I guess it would last until October,
Yeah.
where I don't know the exact rules, but basically things close earlier. You can't like buy alcohol
From
after
11
a
to
certain
7,
time.
I think.
It's
Yeah.
like a year of behaving more, I guess, in honor and respect,
Yeah.
which they.
The people do so.
But yeah, so
Yeah,
that's the topic that we wanted to talk about was like so that they had a king here and they still have one now, but it's his son. But he was king for
60
He-
years.
I don't know, was he king for
That's what they
60?
said.
That's
60
what
years,
they
yeah.
said.
Okay, so he was king for a long heckin' time.
60 years.
And
60 years
I
maybe.
think they said 60.
And if you think of, Thailand in the 50s and Thailand today and the change that it's
Yeah.
probably gone through, I don't know exactly. I'm no James Altucher.
Wow.
That's not an accurate
Wow.
reference.
It's not an accurate reference
But
at all. Not even
I'm no
close.
Dan Carlin.
There you
but,
go. That's the one.
But
James Altucher.
they like that guy. He was responsible for all that basically, and so they.
Yeah, we were at these
really love him.
temples yesterday, and there was a section devoted to the king, and we looked, and there's two sides to every coin, of course, but he looked like an awesome dude. Like, there were these pictures of him, like, leaning against this beat-up truck, just sweating profusely, like, with a bunch of, like, locals, and, like, drawing up, like, roads and plans for development, and, like, all these pictures of him just, like, busting ass, like,
Oh, yeah.
out with people.
Yeah, there's
And-
like one famous picture that he's got that like
The sweat
drip of
drop,
sweat on
yeah.
his nose.
Yeah.
And he's like famous for. Thai people super like respect him
That's
for.
great.
Yeah.
Man. That's
And there's
cool.
just those. Yeah, we haven't mentioned the altars or like the ritual. What would you call them? Like the where they have his picture, they have his portrait,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then they have offerings
Oh,
all
yeah.
everywhere over the city.
Yeah.
You see his
Yeah.
picture just
Yeah.
everywhere.
And we were talking to these two girls about at that night market about the king and all that stuff, and one of the girls was like, I could almost cry like thinking about it right now.
Yeah.
Like they really
Yeah.
like love this guy.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's cool. I guess.
Reminds me of like the czar or the not the czar, the sheik from Dubai, the United Arab Emirates.
Mm.
Like, even he's been dead for like, I don't know, for a while now, for years, and he still has pictures all over the city, and he's
Yeah.
like so highly respected by everyone.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Anyway, we need to do more research on that and see like I do. I'm very curious about like what his actual accomplishments were, but I mean the people absolutely love. I mean the girl was like our age, like 25, 27, and she was getting really emotional about like the king dying, and that was a weird thing. We talked about like if our president died, like
Yeah.
I mean you picture kind of the difference there. I guess there would be people crying, but we talked about the half and half.
Yeah. Half of the people would start partying right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, we won't
It's hard
get
to
into that.
speculate that far.
But the other temples and the Grand Palace that we went to were very beautiful, so beautiful. Huge towers, really ornate murals, the huge Buddha.
The resting Buddha.
The resting Buddha.
Yeah, like largest Buddha statue in Thailand. We did like touristy stuff, like going to where their government is. We saw their White House. I don't know. That might be the Grand Palace is like the grounds. Anyway, I mean, we'll show you videos. Videos don't do it justice, but some of the most beautiful buildings I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily.
Really intricate architecture.
Mhm.
The detail in some of this in the stone statues is just it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I know Walker mentioned on our way into Thailand that a lot of the architecture is very pointed,
Yeah,
and I didn't notice that, and like that's a super good point because the Grand Palace, like he'll show you, Evan will post pictures and videos and stuff, but all of the roofs of all of the palaces are like, they have these pointed tips to them. They're like gold plated, and those are everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's just spears.
And that
all
style
over the
really
place.
reflects into the architecture of the city and like the style of
Mhm.
logos and like people with their hair like that and stuff or whatever.
Whoa. I don't agree with
Me and
that.
Andy played Time Crisis today. Also, Santi beat me in air hockey, but I absolutely crushed Andy.
Yeah.
Somehow we always end up at an arcade.
Yeah.
This was in this big mall. It had a bunch of. It looked like a small mall at first.
Yeah.
It was a really small mall, but it had.
It was huge. It had a
6
water
or
park
7
too.
levels, and on the top level they had a rooftop water park.
Yeah, it was weird.
Crazy.
And so that's the second big mall we've been in, and we also visited the
A
bigger one,
Yeah.
the Siam Center, which is in
Amazing.
downtown.
Huge.
And yeah, just I mean,
disgustingly big.
we got lost in you get lost in the food court.
Yeah.
Like,
How many food places do you think are in between those food courts? Like, what number would you put food
100.
places?
I'm just gonna say 100.
100?
I'm gonna say 80.
I could say 100.
I have really
could say
Yeah.
no clue.
I told them, I
There's
was
so
like,
many.
you
Because
could
there was
go
multiple food courts.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah.
could go there for a month, 3 meals a day, and eat a different meal every single time.
Sort of. Comment your favorite flavor of Dairy Queen ice cream below. If it's not chocolate extreme.
But that mall
it's a
was
vanilla
really
cone
huge.
sprinkles.
We saw
then.
it had all of the brand names that you can think about. It there was just like supercars. That was interesting.
Yeah,
It was really weird
one
because you're seeing like these showcases of Bentleys or Aston Martins
It's
or
on like the 5th
Lamborghinis,
floor.
and they're just like these glass like boxes with these cars in it, and you realize like, man, these guys pay a ton of money. No one goes in there and buys a car or buys anything. It's just a big advertisement for them. They buy a whole store and it's just an ad. It's just a poster for hey, look at our stuff. It's wild.
But if your competitors are there, you have to be there, or you're losing.
Sure.
For this market.
And
there are some supercars around.
There's a lot more money here in Thailand than Vietnam.
Yeah.
A lot more.
yeah,
Maybe
there was
the
also an
third Hawaiian
esports
has one.
arena
Yeah.
at the
Oh,
roof.
yeah.
There was an esports arena at the
Yeah.
roof of the mall, and that was really, it was like packed. There was like over 100 people watching these two teams go. They were playing Road to Glory, I think is the name
It
of
was
the
a
game.
mobile
It was
game.
a mobile
So they're
game.
playing on their phones.
Yeah, it was weird.
Unbelievable.
And they had
Jesus.
and they had the commentator, like the commentator was like really getting into it, and the crowd was like cheering and watching.
Yeah.
Like it was bizarre.
It was
you know,
packed.
it was like
It was a
like
packed
a
crowd.
League of Legends.
Yeah. It was League of
esports
Legends format.
Like, I was
Right.
watching it and I was like, where are the gamers at? Because we were at the top, like we were above everything. I was like, okay, there they are. And I was like, I saw them like with their hands like this, and I look up and it said mobile MOBA, and I'm like, oh my,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
what? Like a competitive esports
Phone.
mobile game.
Yep.
Really struck me.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
English here. Many more people speak English here.
Yeah.
We've been saying absolutely ridiculous shit in Ubers. And
As we always do.
Well, because in Vietnam, like I mean,
Yeah.
no one, for the most part, can understand
No.
us. But here, maybe.
we say some
Tone it down.
weird shit. Well, my Uber rating's gone up since we've been here.
Probably because when they understand it, maybe we're funny guys. Maybe we're entertaining.
Subscribe if we're funny, and we'll check the stats.
Yeah. Okay. Good call.
Fair.
Yeah, we do say some weird stuff, and many more people can understand us.
We got Thai massages. Oh my god. So like Thailand is the mecca for massages. Like when you go to Vietnam and get a massage, there's the
It's
Thai
good.
massage,
Yeah.
which is like, you know, crack your back, work the muscles on your back, get the arms like punch in your butt and everything, like the deep
Really, they
tissue
punch in your
massage.
butt. Yeah.
So good. And in Vietnam it's like, yeah, this is
like,
great.
This is right on.
Oh my god, we found this place that's like an authentic style. Like in Bangkok, there's a temple that is the original school of Thai massage. And this place, it said it was really authentic. Cost about 350 baht.
It was $10.
$10.
$10.
Yeah, $10 for an hour. Santi got an oil massage, which was more.
I had already
expensive.
run off one day by myself and got a regular Thai massage, and it was amazing. I've only had one massage before that in the States, and it was not even comparable. And then the oil one, I was like, I'm gonna be in Thailand once in a long time, so let's just do it. And it was incredible. Like walking out, I was like,
well, we got to clarify oil massage before you go any further. So oil massages, they use essential oils like those, you know,
energy.
like
It's for hand
energy,
jobs.
Peace.
mind.
It's for
for
hand
hand
jobs.
jobs. Yeah. It was an old lady, so
There's a difference between oil massage and soapy massage, I think, is the point that I wanted
it's
to
massage boom boom. That's what it's
make.
called.
Massage boom boom.
Yeah, that's like it. Everyone. I call
Everyone.
massage.
Says the guy who ran off his first day.
Yeah.
Trust me, dude. It's massage boom boom, guys.
Okay. But this like
Evan will
honestly,
plug it down. Foursquare, Yelp, TripAdvisor.
the Thai massage like here was unbelievable. They just
They did some crazy
mess you up
comboed
to you.
stuff. It was the best my body has felt.
Dude, I told these guys when we went to the Uber, like, I almost fell asleep, just like in pain. I was streaming in and out of consciousness,
Yeah.
and this like as they were just absolutely just jabbing my back.
You put it the
And
best
then
way.
they did a thing where they like wrapped their body in pretzeled into like, I don't know, with their arms into my arms and legs, and then just like kicked my back. And I was like telling my boys, because we could all talk to each other. I was like, guys, she's RKOing you.
Yeah.
It was gnarly. I felt like my
Yeah.
intestines could like spilled out of my belly button.
They were
You
doing
know,
like
was-
what's it like acro yoga, right?
They were
Is
doing
that
some
the-
crazy stuff, man.
Like the final act, you said. The final, like, last segment of 3 minutes where they just absolutely fuck your shit up, man.
Yeah, they
When
really
they're
go
just
for it.
Throwing
lock
you
your
around.
hands like this, and they're just pulling you up and
Yeah.
cracking.
I would call the entire massage almost painful, which is perfect.
Yeah, it was so.
It was
So
good.
good.
Hard is good.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was good.
I was jealous of your oil massage though.
Yeah, man. It was good. It was really good.
I did see your butt
Like,
though.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
My butt with an oil massage.
God.
Oh,
get
that
out
would
of
be
here.
gross.
They would not let you, dude. They'd
Yeah,
be
they
like,
wouldn't let
no,
you.
no.
They would make
We
him
know,
shave
no,
it
no, no,
first.
no.
You see how hairy my legs are in the camera? Just know.
Imagine that times couple.
Just
No.
Yeah. We're gonna have to
Not to get too
absolutely
graphic.
wring it out. Scrunchy.
It's probably +7 on this in story.
So in Thailand, there's that huge thing about like people talk about ladyboys and stuff. It is really a thing.
It's really
Yeah.
I'd like not to like make a joke out of it or whatever. But yeah, there's.
But here it comes.
goddamn.
You gotta what the deepest
I
laugh.
laughed because I was looking at it.
Dude, this is I don't endorse these
I did not
these
say-
hooligans. No.
Anyway,
Are you guys
anyway.
uncomfortable right now?
No, not at all.
Face-
No, not at all, officer.
Sweats.
Face.
Yeah, sure, yeah,
Not
sir.
self-conscious.
Anyway, they're all over Tinder.
Yeah.
You see them semi frequently, I would say, in
They're
public.
beautiful. Like a decent amount of them are like beautiful girls that they're like. By the way, I used to be a Thai boy.
So it's a thing. Is all we're saying is
They're tall and they have chiseled chins, and
Some of
then
them.
you're like, and they have
Fake
Huge boobs. They're
There's massive
huge.
boobs,
Yeah, all
and
of
you can
It's
usually
just
like
no,
that's
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, they don't try to hide it. I mean, at that point, you can just tell.
Mm-hmm.
So we heard, and this may be incorrect. Correct us. And anyways, what we heard is like Thai culture is still not super okay with like men being gay, but so the line between like homosexual and transgender is more like hazy here, because if you're a gay man, life is harder, but if you're a lady boy, there's this whole culture where you kind of blend in, and there's like industries of massage. Like if you get a ladyboy massage, it costs more than a normal like a woman giving you a massage. Yeah, because people come here for like that kind
experience,
of,
the ladyboy
the
thing.
world's most beautiful transgenders.
Yeah.
And so. Yeah, so like they fit into
Also,
society.
do you remember
more.
that one track in when he said "ladyboy" has been a term used for thousands of
Could
years?
be, dude. Could be. Who knows?
That was so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. Oh, and the language here is
Oh, yeah.
absolutely bonkers, and so is the
script.
written
The
language.
script is unreal.
It's just
We came in with no Thai knowledge. We didn't know how to say thank you. We had to ask our first waitress.
I still can't say it.
Kabhun.
Kampun.
Kabhun.
I think you do too much.
Kabhun.
I could be wrong.
Kabhunka.
Kapungka.
Kabhunka. Well, so Ma was telling me one of them is like, as a girl you say Kabhunka.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
One
what
of
the
them is
girls say.
Kabhunka. And it's like the same shit.
Yeah.
So like I just say Kabhun.
I just do one of these guys.
Yeah,
I just
they
say
do a lot
thank
of
you.
blast. Yeah, usually I say thanks.
That's.
It's chill. Andy didn't eat a scorpion.
I'm gonna tonight.
They look
Oh.
We're going
bad.
Khao.
They look gross.
Yeah, will
They
you
don't
bring-
look good.
Will you bring
I'm not
one
as.
to Cambodia?
That'll be illegal, man.
I'm not as wanting to as I was before,
No.
but I said I'd do it, so I'm gonna do it. Maybe.
We thought they'd have a little bit of like salt on them or something, but
Something.
they just look like they've been like
They're
sun-baked,
old. I want a fresh one.
black as night scorp.
They
You know?
look like they have a bunch of cold, runny pus in their pincers.
Dude, quit.
You've already made your decision, man.
Yeah. What else?
That's pretty
He's
much it.
not
Unless
gonna eat
I
it.
guess can you?
Guarantee. Fuck.
So, I guess. We posted Walker's Armchair.
Yeah, where I just kind of ramble about my thoughts on life. But I think there's a lot of good takeaways in there.
Takeaway?
If you can find them.
Chick-fil-A, take away.
For me?
Yeah,
It's
and
about,
we
I
also. Oh, sorry.
can give a little like synopsis. It's about like my travel and life's philosophy of, I touch on find new things, which is kind of why I do what I do. It's like novelty drives me. And that's a good quote from Voltaire. It's a great book about this little dude, and
You'll watch the video and you'll hear it all.
And then I talk about my view of happiness and how I believe like traveling gives you all these opportunities to tabula rasa your everything, and so
Check it out.
Check
Go check it out.
And we also got a chance to meet up with Riley Bennet. He's one of the main reasons that we all came out here through Andy. And so we were able to do a Going Deep episode with him, and that was really fun. So we'll get that posted.
It was really fun, and he tells an absolute gnarly story at the end of it.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah, so check out his channel too.
yeah. So part 1 is on our channel, part 2 is on his channel.
Not yet, but that's the plan.
The
Right,
10th.
it will be.
Yeah.
Man, that story is something else. I laughed so hard
Yeah,
at
I did.
that.
I did too. So anyway, yeah, I think. Does anybody else have any? We're going to Siem Reap. He's leaving tonight at 12:30.
Tonight 12:30. I got a 13-hour bus, a sleeper bus. So I think maybe I'll get some like beers at the bus station if that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to bite the bullet and pay the extra
I
$10
know.
for a flight.
Yeah, man. We paid
Bummer.
Jeez.
$10 more for a flight that leaves at 10:40. Takes about an hour.
Original
Yeah.
content, baby.
Oh,
it's all about that
gosh.
new.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna be great
I've never
for
been
a
on a
channel.
sleeper bus, and I can really sleep. I'll just pop in
Really?
a really
You
boring podcast or a book and sleep.
Like
Sleep
some
for-
James Altucher, learn a little about Thailand.
Yeah. Hopefully,
It's an incredible. Try.
yeah, I'll download that. I'll just listen to the Wrath of the Khans the whole time. That'll be dope. I've been fighting to get at that hardcore history
Anyways.
with Dan
I
Carlin.
took a shit.
But I am not
You gotta
super
fight for the
excited
toilet?
for
I'm
the
sure, yeah, you do. I'm sure you
Speaking
do.
of fighting for the toilet, I think there's going to be one toilet in this bus for 12 hours with
Oh,
a bunch
man.
of Thai people who've been eating spicy food for years. So that I'm not excited about. And do we call that a wrap?
I think we call that a wrap.
That's a wrap, boys.
That's a wrap.
See you number 16.